not to mention them, when my sister and my mother learned that the area of the blackout was the same. Also breathed a sigh of relief compared to their own guesses. If you can get accurate information from relevant personnel, that makes people feel safe and reliable. As long as there is room for improvement, there's nothing to be afraid of. Although this typhoon blows strangely, but what's so weird about solar storms and typhoons? Due to blackouts and lack of recreational activities, neighbors restored good sleep habits. Most of the time except for the sound of rain. You can't hear any noise on the street, although occasional screams can be heard. It sounds particularly harsh in this quiet city, but usually no one will care. I can only hear various versions of rumors from the mouths of various people. The next day, hearing neighbors say there are several children and elderly people with fever nearby because hospitals and clinics do not accept or open doors. Some people directly pried open the rolling shutter door of the health station. In the process of the two sides fighting, the child was killed on the spot, eventually escalated into bloodshed, resulting in 3 people being killed on the spot. Later, the health station was looted, the medicines inside were emptied. It is said that the bodies of the 2 staff of the health station still lying inside. It is said that it is because her daughter and grandson happened to go out of town and got stranded here by the blackout. Perhaps when she learned of this bad news, the bodies of the 12 people had already rotted. My sister was lying on the desk, writing novels at dinner. I secretly stretched my head over to take a peek. October 11th, 2023, the 20th day of heavy rain and blackout. Pulling grandmother seems to have been seen by someone last night. Do girls also need to solve physiological problems? This is really an embarrassing yet realistic thing. When I heard my voice at dinner, my sister instinctively covered her diary. Today's meal is very rich. White rice with moldy tofu and baked ham wrapped in foil. After the meal, I lay in the warm quilt. I touched out the sharp knife. The blade reflected silver cold light in the dark room. I gently touched it with my fingertips. The icy feeling made my finger tremble, then tried to lick it with my tongue. No taste. It's endless gale and torrential rain outside the window every day. It feels like there's a sea in the sky. Keep leaking water down. I also don't know where so much water comes from. The last time I received relief supplies was 8 days ago. The relief personnel on the ration truck said, when the light changes to red, citizens can receive a second share by ID card, but the relief supplies were issued for 3 days. The relief team disappeared. Along with that light symbolizing light and hope, forever disappeared in this endless darkness and the sudden disappearance of ration trucks. Is it because the official can no longer control this disaster, or is the follow-up supply not keeping up, or is there a major mistake in one of the links? An invisible conspiracy arose from my heart. In theory, since the European solar storm last year, the attention paid by various countries to solar storms, it is impossible not to make predictions and preparations. The formation of solar storms doesn't seem to happen in an instant. Assuming the authorities observed, why not inform the public in advance? Make prevention preparations. I am not a professional. Can't judge which possibility is greater, but there must be something wrong with this solar storm. Maybe I should make more preparations. I went downstairs, asked Wei Chi's family if they wanted to go out and purchase with me. But Aunt Xiuping said, our family runs a convenience store. What good things to buy after speaking. Look at my mother with a slightly stern tone. How can you let these children mess around all day? Didn't you buy so many things already? Why bother to spend that false money buying some stuff and putting it at home? My mother smiled. On the contrary, she spoke in a calm tone. He is almost an adult now. He should have some independent thinking. My sister hummed softly. It's not messing around. It's called planning ahead. It's better than panicking at the last minute. While we were discussing, Yue Shifeng came too. Eventually, Wei Shi, Yue Shifeng, and I went out together to the supermarket we went to last time to purchase supplies. It was windy and rainy along the way, but fortunately there were no major incidents. After buying food, I also went to a pharmacy. I bought a little antiviral cold medicine. It was truly only a little, because cold medicine is now rationed. Yue Shifeng's family didn't have extra medicine stocked up, and he didn't have extra money either. So I lent him 500. He doesn't need to pay me back, but there is one condition. Yue Shifeng has to teach me some practical self-defense skills. Because Yue Shifeng used to run a boxing gym. Since coming to H City, he had been working as a bodyguard. I wanted to learn some fighting skills, just in case, because our outing to buy supplies caught the attention of neighbors around us. Our actions prompted other neighbors to start stocking up too. Old Mr. Chen upstairs didn't have cash on hand,